Did you know the first thing most of the travelers look for in any holiday accommodation, whether it be hotels, vacation rental, or a hostel, is the photos of the property. So if you have a vacation rental property, for example, and you don't have good photos, and the photos does not mention or include the things that your prospective guests look for, then you're not going to be very successful. Hi, my name is Ashique Abdullah. I am a former Airbnb superhost, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can optimize your photos in your Airbnb listing. Okay, so the first thing in your photo is the preview photo of your listing. So when you have a listing in Airbnb, the first photo is your cover photo, and it's also the one which is shown in the search result page. So your preview photo is the very important one, because based on your preview photo, people will click on it and check out your listing. So if you don't have a good preview photo, it's not going to work properly. So I'm going to make a separate video for preview photo and headline. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the basics of a preview photo. So number one, the preview photo. In the preview photo, all there should be is the most important thing in your property, in your vacation rental property. And it may be the swimming pool, or it may be the very comfortable bed, or something that is very unique to your place, which should get the attention of your prospective guests. And you should also try to find something that is similar or better than your competitors. So if your competitors are doing something with their preview photo, you should do the same or something better than that. So as I said, I'll make a separate video for preview photo. So I'm going to jump onto the next point, the photos of the listings. So the second most important thing is the photos of the listing, your property. Now most people, the first time Airbnb hosts, they make a mistake of uploading all the photos randomly without any particular order. Now what I suggest as a former Airbnb superhost is that you should post the photos in a sequence of priority. So what I think is the first thing the guests look for is the bed, how comfortable it is. So if you have a nice cozy bed, please focus that in your photo and make it the first or second photo of the listing album. So it should go like this. The first photo should be the cover photo, of course, and it might be including your bed. But the second photo should focus on the bed, pillow, and then the bathroom. If it is an attached bathroom, show what is in the bathroom, like bathtub, hot shower facilities, etc. Then the third thing should be the view of the room. Very important. Some people prefer a nice view, or some people prefer that the window should be at least outside, external view, not internal. Like in Malaysia, for example, a few properties have windows with internal view. That means it's opening to facility area, which is like not outside the property, it's inside the property. So some guests are not comfortable with that. So you should be honest with that and make it a point that people know what they're coming, where they're coming. The following photos should be like the photos of the living room, the dining, kitchen. If you're providing a fully equipped kitchen, you should show the photos of the utensils, the cookware, etc., etc. So these are very important. And then as you continue your listing album, you should show the facility area of the property. For example, if it has a swimming pool, a gymnasium, etc., you should show all these things separately in the photos very clearly. And then in the last part of the album, there should be the external view of the building. This is very important because if they're walking from the train station or something like that, they should be able to recognize the building. Then the later part of the album should be about the neighborhood. What is there beside the property, or a few minutes walk away from the property. If there's a restaurant, a mini mart, or something very essential for the guests, the travelers, then you should mention, you should put it in the photo. So when I was doing Airbnb hosting, my property was located very close to the monorail station and an LRT station, light rail transit, and I made sure that the guests know that these two stations are very close by. So I put the photos of the stations in the album, and also I put the photos of the bus stop, which was also 2 minutes walk from the property. So if you have something like this, train station, bus stop nearby, please do put the photo of the stations or bus stop. So if you put a photo of a Google map where the train station or important landmark like restaurant is shown around your property, and you put the distance and the time needed to walk, the average time needed to walk from places, is very good for the guests who are going to book your place. They have a perfect idea that how it will be to move around in your area. So after that, if you can put the photos of the nearby landmarks, it's good, it's optional. I used to do that, but it's not mandatory. Some guests really need to know what to do in your city, what to see and all, so you can put the photos of these places as well, and especially if they are very nearby from your place, let's say a few minutes drive or a few minutes walk, then you must put the photos of those things, the landmarks. So these are the things that you should put in the photo album in the order of priority, from the bedroom photo to the bathroom, the window view, to the common area like living room, dining room, kitchen, to the facility area like a swimming pool, fitness center, etc., to the external photo of the building, and then the neighborhood photos, and the Google map showing the important landmarks nearby. This is how you illustrate about your listing, the vacation rental property. So even if the guests do not read the listing description, just by viewing the pictures in this order, and by the way, you should caption every photo properly. It's like, telling a story, like this is where you sleep, this is where you take shower, etc., etc. This is going to be very interesting and very useful to the guests to understand your property. So this is very important. Now the next thing is you should use a very good smartphone camera when you're taking pictures. So make sure it's in a wide angle mode, and if your room is not that big, make sure you take a photo of the room with the panorama view. Then if you can hire a professional photographer, then very good. Actually, Airbnb gives you the option to hire professional photographers for free. You just need to book from Airbnb. I hope you knew that already, but if you don't, in case you don't know, you should try this out. Okay, so I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you will be able to optimize your photo album for your Airbnb listing and see some improvement coming in. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and share comments below. I will love to hear what you have to say about the video. If you have any suggestion of improving further for the photo album, I know most of you are Airbnb hosts watching this video, so you're welcome to share your own views or suggestions. And if you have any question, also please ask me the question below. So please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this video in Facebook, follow me in Facebook. I look forward to making a new video again soon. Thank you.